Good Tuesday evening, January 28th, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. Okanogan County Sheriff's deputies say they were able to recover an estimated $23,000 that a victim surrendered to a telephone scam operation. Residents of Cashmere and Leavenworth can expect to see some smoke to the northwest tomorrow as the U.S. Forest Service incinerates some burn piles. Expect one more weather day of sunshine and cool temperatures tomorrow before we see increasing clouds Thursday and snow on Friday. Interim Eastmont Superintendent Spencer Taylor is getting closer to making the job a permanent position. During last night's school board meeting, the board held an executive session about Taylor remaining in the role. The board approved a timeline for Taylor's application process, which will include a staff event, a community event, and an online forum for Taylor to educate people on his goals. Board President Megan Vibert encouraged the community to join in the events.
We want to encourage the public to give us your feedback, come to these events. We feel, as we discussed, we feel like walking down this path to see if Spencer's the right fit for Eastmont makes the most sense for our community. Having recently just gone through an event like this, we felt that this was the most efficient way. We learned a lot during that last process, and so we're excited to have an internal candidate that's capable and confident and wants the job. And so we'll be marching down that path until we feel like that's not a good fit.
The board says it plans to issue a press release with the schedule of those events. The Women's Resource Center in Wenatchee will get another $60,000 from Shellan County for their, quote, wildly successful program. According to NCWLIFE media partner, the Wenatchee World, the county contracts with several agencies selected and reviewed by the Shellan Douglas Homeless Housing Task Force. The center manages several housing and homelessness programs, including a rapid rehousing program, which provides rental assistance to people experiencing homelessness. In the latest grant cycle, the center served 207 individuals, or 75 households. The $60,000 is in addition to $160,000 awarded in 2023 for 2 years by the Commission in 2023. An announcement from the Trump White House today that it would freeze most federal grants and loans through agencies across the country into a panic. The administration says it wants to review federal programs to see whether they comply with Trump's executive orders, such as those barring support for diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. The effort was temporarily halted by a federal judge this afternoon, but Democrats in Congress, like 8th District Representative Kim Schrier, says the Trump administration has overstepped its authority.
This is 100% illegal. We have a balance of powers in this country. House of Representatives it initiates any spending bills. It is the power of Congress to appropriate funds to say, how are we going to spend tax dollars? We agree on that in a bipartisan way. And we say how things should be spent and what matters to our constituents and what programs are deserving of funding. For the president to then say, nope, all those federal tax dollars that you Washingtonians paid, we're not going to send any of it back to the programs that help your states. What about these infrastructure programs, projects that we've got underway because of the infrastructure bill we passed a couple years ago? That's all paused now. What happens?
Okanogan County Sheriff's deputies say they were able to recover an estimated $23,000 that a victim surrendered to a telephone scam operation. Sheriff Paul Boudreau says someone posing as a sheriff's sergeant convinced a victim to pay money through a BitStop machine in an Okanagan grocery store in order to pay for phony legal fees. BitStop is a service that can convert cash into Bitcoin and transfer it to a cryptocurrency account. Deputies got a search warrant and seized the BitStop machine itself, recovering the money that had been deposited inside. While the cash was preserved, it's still evidence of a crime, meaning it can't immediately be returned to the victim. Local police say they never contact the public to demand legal fees, and attempts to do so should be reported as a crime. When we come back, freshman Shellan County Commissioner Brad Hawkins tried and failed 4 times Monday to push a balanced budget resolution for the county government. State Representative Tom Dent has introduced a bill in the legislature that would allow landowners to create wildfire protection associations. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Stay warm this holiday season with the latest high-quality fashions from Vuori, Patagonia, and North Face. Lake Chelan Sports has a huge selection with boots and gloves to match. Find it in downtown Chelan.
Walking on Wooden is Chelan's newest casual boutique. Update your wardrobe with the latest casual fashions from Johnson & Murphy, Free People, and UGG. Look for WOW on Wooden Avenue in downtown Chelan.
When getting the job done right is job one, you need construction equipment that's built right. With durable Kubota engines, more comfort, and the versatility to do it all. You need the Kubota construction lineup. Right now, write it off the lot and write it off your taxes with 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months or save up to $4,000.
Coming home should never be a chore. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee customize all your cleaning needs. Weekly, bi-weekly, special occasion. Do you have a vacation home that needs cleaning? We clean them too. Locally owned and operated, let Merry Maids do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Merry Maids has special offers to fit your budget. Request your free cleaning estimate today. 509-663-1710.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Freshman Shellan County Commissioner Brad Hawkins tried and failed 4 times on Monday to push a balanced budget resolution for the county government. Hawkins said he's distressed by the $4.1 million shortfall in the county's current budget, just adopted last year. His resolution would have established a balanced budget as a formal goal for the 3-member Board of Commissioners. But Hawkins' seatmates Sean Smith and Kevin Overbay turned aside the motion by refusing to join his motion to bring it up for a vote. They argued the county is always committed to a balanced budget, even if financial emergencies intervene. All 3 county commissioners are Republicans. Rural firefighting in Washington has improved in recent years thanks to local fire districts and programs in the State Department of Natural Resources. But some large fires of the state fall outside any fire district, and State Representative Tom Dent wants to extend fire protection powers to those regions. The 13th District Republicans' new bill, a pilot plan to allow landowners to create rangeland fire protection associations, got a hearing in the House Agriculture Committee last week.
The reality of it is, if we have a fire out there, we're going to go fight it anyway. Okay? The farmers and the ranchers are going to be out there anyway. And this bill puts it into some kind of a channels us into a way to work together and give us some guidelines so we can be effective in what we're trying to accomplish out there on the ground, and also work with the agencies so there's some communication. And, you know, so the things that are really, really important here that we were able to put into this bill is we're going to identify where the Rural Fire Protection Association, the boundaries, so we know where it is. So one of the things we hear is, well, we could go ahead and put together a fire district. Well, that's fine, but a fire district then has taxing authority. And you know, right now the ag economy isn't very good. And our guys are just strapped. And if you add one more tax on them, it just makes it even harder for them to function.
Residents of Kashmir and Leavenworth can expect to see some smoke to the northwest tomorrow, but there's no cause for alarm. The U.S. Forest Service will incinerate some burn piles it's accumulated from forest management programs in the Okanogan Wenatchee National Forest. Starting Wednesday, crews will torch about 200 acres of forest debris between Stevens Canyon and Posey Canyon, 2 miles northeast of Leavenworth. In the Methow Valley, more piles will be ignited Thursday, about 7 miles northwest of Carlton. Pile burning helps dispose of tree materials during winter and in the rainy months when the threat of wildfire spread is reduced. Coming up next in tonight's feature story, a call for help from a 3-person ski party near Stevens Pass led to an aerial rescue last week. We'll have more on that coming up. Weather changes are in our forecast for Friday with a good possibility of snow through the weekend. I'll have your full local weather forecast coming up. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor, business, housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
Remember when you could afford to have fun on 2 wheels without breaking the bank? Maybe you started on a Honda Z50 or a Trail 70 or one of the most popular Hondas of all time, the Trail 90. Well, Honda and Doghouse Motorsports are making fun affordable again. Introducing the Honda Monkey, the Dax, and the new updated Trail 125, all featuring fuel-injected 4-stroke engines with electric start. The best part of all, they are affordably priced under $5,000. Whether you're just getting started or you want to get back at it, Doghouse Motorsports has you covered.
In tonight's feature story, a call for help from a 3-person ski party near Stevens Pass led to an aerial rescue last week. On January 22nd, the King County Sheriff's Office sent helicopter support to aid a male skier who fell about 1,000 feet and sustained a leg injury. They summoned help through an Apple Watch. When rescuers arrived by chopper, they found not 1 but 2 injured skiers and decided to evacuate all 3. The flight crew recorded the nightmare rescue and provided this gripping footage.
We're off about 8 o'clock, guys. Got their lights on. Midway down the hill. It's just black. You got him? They're probably 400 to 500 feet down the top. Yep, I got them. They're a little higher than they said. Yeah. That is very steep. All right, we're off. Okay. Just so you know what we're doing here. Got a little bit of pedal in, but it to be expected with all of us on board. 5,000 feet. Can I open the door? Yeah, go for it. All right, everybody double check restraints. Door coming open. Okay. 45. Yeah, feels pretty stable here. So we'll come off and do a check or on scene. Don't send anybody down until I'm nice and stable. Copy. I'm gonna hold them up high. Okay. Just coming through the pan or through the bubble. Right. Got the tree that we're just passing over. All right, losing sight. 3. 2. 4. When you come a little right, we're right over them. Okay. Got lots of clearance on the right. Roger that. We're plenty high. Hold you forward. Okay, good. That's good. Keep right where I want them. And holding. You're happy? I'll let them down. Okay, go for it. Good, good. Stay nice and stable. All right, good. Give me just a hair forward. I got the rotor wash pushed back. Okay, it should do it right there. Just all I need. 10 foot from the ground. He's on the ground.
What I'm gonna do is throw this around you like a jacket, okay? Put your arms to the armholes.
Anyone, go ahead. We have a second patient with a knee injury that's still down there. Guardian, what copies? Land with this guy first. Or if we can just do one more real fast. We'll try to take all three of those so we're not leaving one behind. And below this. About 10 feet. Okay, they're about 40 feet. 20 approaching the skid. They're in. We're both in. Okay.
Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great Tuesday. Lots of sunshine out there once again, and that was nice. But we also saw cool temperatures, and that was pretty much all around North Central Washington. As we look outside our weather window this afternoon, this is Ephrata in Grant County, and you can see kind of some haze along the horizon as we take a look at Ephrata. That's kind of our situation through Friday. We do have an air stagnation advisory that will go through Friday. And how it happens is the winter sun is very low on the horizon. I'm sure you've noticed that. So we're seeing warm air in the mid-level, some cooler air at the surface, and that warm air acts like a lid and it traps all of the pollutants from wood stoves, pollution from cars as well at the surface. So that's why we have that stagnation advisory. If you are susceptible to that kind of thing, stay indoors and limit your time outside through this week and into Friday. And then as we make our way through the week with high pressure, cool temperatures and light winds, we are going to change as we get into the overnight Thursday into early Friday morning. Light snow during those morning hours with potential for slick roadways Friday morning. We could even see some moderate to even heavy snow in the passes. I mentioned last night, Stevens Pass this weekend could pick up between 12 and 18 inches of snow. And then we could see a mix of snow and rain in our neck of the woods in the lower elevations, and maybe even some breezy winds as we make our way through Friday and into the upcoming weekend. So changes are on the way. Today I mentioned it was a cool one, only 31 unofficially our high today. 36 is our normal high for this time of year, and 57 our record. That was set in 1984. 16 this morning, so it was another chilly one. 25 is our normal low for right now, and our record 8 below zero, and that was set in 1972. Sunrise this morning 7:31, and it's set this afternoon just before news time at 5 at 4:57. All right, taking a look at those Wednesday temperatures, not much change in our weather as we get you into midweek. 35 in Moses Lake and Ephrata, 34 the high temperature in Quincy, and then all points west of the Columbia Basin a lot cooler. Lower 30s, Ellensburg, Wenatchee, right up into Omak. 28 the high temperature for Lake Wenatchee tomorrow, 30 for Leavenworth, and 31 the afternoon high tomorrow in Kashmir. As we take a look at what's going to happen tonight. High pressure still in control. It has just been blocking every storm system that's trying to move into our area and then deflecting it down along the Continental Divide into Montana. We'll see chilly overnight lows tonight with those mostly clear skies in the upper teens for us. For Wednesday, look at that sunshine. Washington all the way down into Southern California. Sunny, dry, and cool with highs tomorrow in the low 30s. And then as we get into Thursday, this is where things begin to change. Two areas of low pressure begin to move east and push inland, especially into northwestern Washington on Thursday. We will see increasing clouds. And then as we get into the overnight, that's when the snow will begin to fall early Friday morning. And folks, it's going to continue. The area of low pressure will move into British Columbia, and that's going to bring a good fetch of moisture our way all day Friday. An 80% chance of rain and snow. High temperatures for Friday into those mid-30s, maybe some upper 30s in some locations. Saturday, 40% chance for morning rain and snow showers. Not much in the afternoon. Most of it will move to the east, but we'll still see mostly cloudy skies. High temperatures Saturday afternoon into the mid-30s, so temperatures will stay pretty consistent. By the time we get into the end of the weekend, Sunday, mostly cloudy skies. That area of low pressure will still bring some moisture our way, as well as kind of a pineapple express. We're going to miss some of that, but it will affect parts of Idaho and western Montana. High temperatures as we get you into Monday. Low pressure still just off the coast. A 40% chance of snow. Not a great chance on Monday. High temperatures then right around 30 degrees. All right, your 7-day forecast. 19 overnight tonight. Sunny, dry, and cool tomorrow at 32. 33 on Thursday. We'll see increasing clouds throughout the day Thursday. Snow developing after midnight. We could wake up to about an inch of snow on Friday, and then we're going to see a mix on Friday. 80% chance of rain and snow. 36 degrees. Giving way to some morning rain and snow showers Saturday. We're going to stay in the mid-30s Saturday, and then look for another cool down as we get into Sunday and Monday. A chance for some snow Sunday and 33. Just cloudy and chilly for Monday with a high then of only 31 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here.
Oh.
I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Well, a happy Tuesday to you. The Seahawks have hired Clint Kubiak as their new offensive coordinator. Kubiak spent last season as the OC in New Orleans. Prior to that, he was the offensive coordinator in Minnesota and Denver. The son of former NFL quarterback and head coach Gary Kubiak, Clint played safety at Colorado State before beginning his coaching career at Texas A&M back in 2010. Well, the Seattle Kraken couldn't hold two separate leads on the road last night, falling to Edmonton 4-2. Eli Tolvanen scored the game's first goal to give Seattle an early lead. After the Oilers tied it, Vince Dunn put the Kraken up 2-1. Edmonton, however, came back for the 4-2 victory.
Into the far side as she'll look back up top. That pass got knocked away by Shane Wright. Here come the Kraken. Hayden stays on side. Shane Wright looks in front to Hayden. That pass behind him. Rebound picked up. Tolvanen scores! E.T. phones home, and the Seattle Kraken take a 1-0 lead with 16:23 to play in the first. And Pickard sweeps it aside. Now Burakovsky trying to send a backhand to Stevenson. Oilers take over. Edmonton back in. Nugent Hopkins to the slot. Zips it across. On the left wing side, a shot. That one deflects in, and they score. Connor Brown from the left circle. DeCord got most of it. But it ends up in the back of the net. Connor Brown snapping a 10-game point drought. And Matty Beniers will send it out. Kakko enters for the Kraken. Off the end wall, Bouchard leaving it there. Beniers. Here's Vince Dunn. Settles, shoots, scores! Vince Dunn from just inside the blue line rips one on. May have gone off someone or something in front, but the Kraken go back in front. It's 2-1 Seattle. Here's Vince Dunn off the tap for McCann. Near side, Stevenson. Chandler Stevenson to Dunn. Shoots. That one knocked down in front. Loose puck behind Pickard. Oilers find it and will send it up the ice. And the rebound was right there, but Montour was going the opposite direction. Now the Oilers out to center. Long lead pass. Here's Kapanen walking in for a shot. Turned aside by Joey DeCord. Pass deflected up to Montour. He'll send it down for Beniers. Intercepted by Ekholm. And out to Draisaitl. He's got McDavid. He'll walk in. McDavid shot turned aside by DeCord. And McDavid finishes off the rebound. He scores.
Just dump and change and then go out, and it just kind of gets infectious that way.
Yeah.
So start making a couple of those quick 5-6 foot passes on the tape, and it'll go back your way.
Here's Beniers to Schwartz in the slot right on. And Pickard turned aside. Seattle carries it out. Here comes Burakovsky, enters the zone. Puts on the brakes and slows things down. Burakovsky, right circle, shot turned away by Calvin Pickard. And a loose puck picked up. Now a long lead pass ahead. Down the slot. There's Perry. He scores. Kraken keep the puck in the defensive zone. Hyman tried to clear. Kept onside. Montour rifles a shot wide of the goal. Bjorkstrand into the corner. 1 minute to go. Down the stretch they come, but the Oilers send the puck up the ice, and they score into the empty net. Matty Beniers enters the zone. Knocked down off his stick, the Kraken falling 4-2 here in Edmonton. Back home tomorrow night.
As mentioned, Seattle's back on home ice tonight against the Anaheim Ducks at 7 o'clock. Game will be broadcast on Kong TV. Gonzaga Bulldogs are back in action at West Coast Conference play tonight. The Bulldogs host Oregon State at McCarthy Athletic Center. That game at 8 o'clock, and it's actually on national TV on ESPN2. The Wenatchee Wild play their last home game for quite a while tonight. The Medicine Hat Tigers are in town for a game at the Town Toyota Center. Austin Drade dropped by Wake Up Wenatchee Valley this morning to preview the game. He said Medicine Hat has made quite a few acquisitions to bolster their roster. In fact, they come in on a 9-game winning streak.
Made a couple of acquisitions at the trade deadline, so now they're up to 8 NHL draft picks on their roster, plus Gavin McKenna, who is projected to be the #1 pick in the 2026 draft by a lot of folks. So it's a high talent group from top to bottom right now. Their depth is probably one of the biggest strengths they have, and they've got a good balance. They've got talent at all positions, including a goaltender who's been drafted by the Tampa Bay Lightning and is on a lot of radars right now.
Following tonight's game, Wenatchee hits the road for an epic 2-state, 3-province, 2-country road trip that encompasses 2,663 miles to face 7 opponents in a matter of 12 days. That's a lot of time on a bus, says Austin Drade.
It's a chance for the guys to come together a bit and get together a little bit more than just playing hockey and hanging out away from the rink. I mean, this group is going to be together on a bus in the hotel for 9-10 days at a stretch, and I think it's a stretch that could really, like you said, could tell exactly where this group is at. Certainly some winnable games against some very tough opponents.
Wenatchee and Medicine Hat drop the puck at 6 o'clock. Go to WenatcheeWildHockey.com if you want some tickets. There were a couple of boys basketball games on Monday in Prep Region. The Billy Goats of Pateros knocked off Easton easily by a final of 65-33. Thorpe topped Garden City Academy 48-38. A busy schedule tonight gets underway with the Freda at Othello. Quincy's in Ellensburg. The Cashmere girls visit Natchez Valley. Rest of the girls' schedule starts at 6 with Shellan at Okanogan. Bridgeport hosts Cascade, Brewster's at Tenasket, Manson hosts Liberty Bell, Pateros plays at Entiat. It's the game of the hyphens in Waterville as the Waterville Mansfield Shockers host the Elmira Cooley Heartline Warriors. Soap Lake heads south to face Moses Lake Christian. The boys' schedule exactly the same with just later start times. Ephrata and Quincy tip on the road at 7. Cashmere's game starts at 7:15. Rest of the lineup tonight starts at 7:30. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Tuesday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at NCWLIFE.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or just give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.